What's up, guys? Higgy Pop here in the comic room, hanging out in a great mood. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for joining me, man. Been waiting for this all day. Great things happening. And you're like, where's the wife beater? I got it on, but wait till you see this. This just was given to me. I come home from work, and my wife gives me this. Check it out. Higgy Pop Comics YouTube. Now watch this. Don't get too excited. Do you see that? Shadow War, Hawkman. Right? Right? You see it? You see it? See, it's just a little surprise my wife gave me, right? She wanted to get me this sheet because if I was going to go to Terrificon, that Comic-Con that was up in Connecticut there, where I live, but I didn't even go. I didn't make it. This thing didn't come in the mail in time. She wanted it to come in like a week ago. It didn't happen. But I love it, man. This thing's great. Look at, I'm like a walking billboard. I'd be walking through, Comic-Con, and people would be like, Higgy. I'd be like, security, stand back. It's not easy. Anyways, things have been going great. Oh, so let me get this off because this is for special occasions, I got to get into a normal comic room garb. This is for like bar mitzvahs and weddings and stuff. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is better. Yeah, so check it out, man. Look at this thing. Look at that. The best. I love the Shadow War. Look at him. I like that right there. He goes, I'm going to tenderize you like some meat. That's what I need, man. I feel great. I got a buddy from work comes up to me. He's like, oh, Jim, my best friend, he's a comic collector, and he loves your show. I said, thank you, dude. And he goes, his daughter, Sophia, she loves Nightwing. Do you ever talk about Nightwing? Dude, I just mentioned it last week because every once in a while, I'm reading like 3 different trades, and that's why I no longer have the Hawkman Blues. I do not have the Hawkman Blues. Read your comics to make you smart. So I am reading Nightwing. And so, Sophia, when I'm done reading this, we'll go over some Nightwing. We'll go over some other Nightwing, some more Nightwing. He's my favorite Robin. I don't blame you why you like him. The guy's great. This is better than Batman. I concur. I didn't say it. Yeah, it's really good. I read the beginning. I started it like a couple days ago, and Nightwing is like, he's like a secret spy. He's an agent for like 3 different agencies, and he's also a spy for... what are they called? The owls? What are they called? That doesn't matter. Anyways, he's outsmarting everyone because Dick Grayson is a genius. And so Sophia, tell your dad Dominic that I'm on it, like stink on a monkey. And it's my buddy Dennis's birthday. Oh yeah, man. Dennis is like. He is another one that he inspires me because he enjoys talking about comics, and he lets me know, man. It's great. That's all. We're not alone here, guys. He's 70 years old today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday! And I remember when he was this big, man. Man, Dennis, he's crazy. Yeah, man. Oh, we had a paper route together. It was good times, We used to play marbles, Fun. Anyways, his wife Mary Hamill, although they're just great because I just get positive feedback. Because you know why? Because I don't let things get me down anymore. Never. Like, watch it. Things happen, Like, listen, watch this. This is what happens to me. I was, where is it? Oh, no. Where did it go? So I get to my truck this morning, going to work, right? And this is what's hanging from my mirror. This right here. This is supposed to intimidate me. This is obviously from Hawkwoman Shira, and she doesn't take her meds, between me and you, and she's getting a little nutty, And this is what's supposed to be me, right? And it came with a note. Watch this. This is what I wake up to in the morning. The note says, Hope you have several bad days, with a middle finger. You too. You know? You know, I don't let it get me down. I got 2 words for you, Hawk One. Therapy. All right? So, I went to, this is what I got for the weekly poll. I read Danger Street. Fantastic. Fantastic. You gotta read it, man. You gotta read it. Tom King, the best. Night Terrors is going really good. Look at our man. Where is he? Dead Man's in there somewhere. He's Batman. He took over Batman, and Batman's probably really pissed off about it. But then we got, this is really good. Teen Titans, World's Finest Teen Titans by Mark Waid. He does a great job. This is issue number 2, and it's got a Silver Age feel. You know, it's almost like a after school special. You know, it's like you know, they're like, you know, don't do drugs. You know, don't talk to strangers. But it's really good, man. It's fun stuff. They really did a good job with Aqualad. They did a good job. And 2023's annual for Superman. Great. And the world of Metropolis revealed. It takes place. We're at the Daily Planet. Everyone's at their typewriter because no one reads newspapers, but they do. They're like, and Perry White's away. He's somewhere. And Lois Lane is taking charge. And she's giving everyone assignments. You do this, you do that, right? And Superman, Clark Kent is not there. He is fighting Toyman because Toyman is destroying the city. You may laugh, you say Toyman, but Toyman's no joke, man. He was one of those kids that would take his toys and go home as a kid, you know? And he's crazy. So Superman's dealing with that. And Lois Lane is like, so there's also this Lex Luthor. They're looking for, there's like missing time in history of Metropolis because there's a time when Lex Luthor was like a hero when he first got to Metropolis, and no one knows anything about this. There's nothing written about it. And then there's these guys that he was fighting all the time called the pharmacists, these 2 lunatics, and that's who's fighting Superman now, the pharmacists. And so Lois Lane's like, how come we don't know anything about this? So she sends these guys down to the storage room with all the files. Find something about this, and they finally do. And someone was hiding all this information about Lex Luthor and the pharmacist. And you know who it was? Perry White. Bum, bum, bum. So we're gonna figure out what's going on with that. It was good. Yeah, man. And yeah, so it's good times. So I'm also amped up because I got a chat from Brian, LCS, stands for Local Comic Shop. And he chatted me up. He's like, you know, I dig your channel. Thank you very much. And he says, and congratulations on the nomination for the Comic Book Community Award. I said, thanks. I said, what is that? So I had to do some detective work. Put on the detective hat. I had the pipe. And I said, Comic Book Community Award. And then I had my wife go on that thing, a computer. And she looked it up. And it's cool, man. Brian and a bunch of other guys, they got together. And every year, they get all the guys in the community together. And they have the awards for like all this stuff for YouTube channels. It's great. Guys, people are like us out there, man. It's great. Psychs me up. Psychs me. Happy, man. I'm happy. Gotta sing a song about it. You know, I don't let it get me down. Notes on the truck. Figures hanging. I don't care. People saying, why do you dress like that? Why don't you shave? Why do you got all those comics? You know, they say, why you... Well, you just read those comics. Why don't you just get rid of them? Because I go back and read them again. What are you, crazy? You know? That doesn't matter. Comic books. Comic books. Comic books. I don't care how I look. I just like my comic books. That's how I feel. And we don't have to worry about Sierra no more. I changed the number to the bat phone. I'll just leave it off the hook just in case. And I picked up this. Aquaman, issue number 26. Because I needed it. I didn't have it. And this is cool, man. This is Mira and Aquaman. They're undercover, all right? They're on this resort island, and this is the first issue to feature go-go checks. Huh? Huh, Doc? Hmm? And this is the first issue of Aquaman to not feature Aqualad. All right? Hey, he was busy. No, this is when he was off for the first time with the Teen Titans. All right? And this one's called Meet the Huntress. She's stunning, she's cunning, and she's a dead shot. That's the Huntress. And she's also teamed up with Typhoon. They're two baddies, and they work for this company called Ogre. And so they're going after Aquaman and Mira, and they're causing trouble on this resort island. They caused the flood, and Aquaman, he jammed up the flood with all this kelp. He got the help of kelp. And so this is called Beware. Ogre has you on the timetable of terror, right? And it's this titled From Ogre with Hate. And that's a play on words because back then there was a James Bond film called From Russia with Love. All right, a little twist. All right. I think Stan Lee probably would have done a better job, and followed it up with Excelsior or something. But it's good try. Stan Lee. Someone chatted me up. They said, because I did Black Lightning the other day, right? And I said how he had an afro wig with his costume. His costume came with an afro. He had to put an afro wig on. And you know what? Speaking of wigs, Stan had he sported a wig. It looked like a coonskin cap on his head. It was funny. No one ever said nothing. They just like, all right, Stan, you look good. You might as well have a chin strap with that thing. I love Stan. Look at him. People used to give him crap, but I think he was great. Someone had to do that stuff. And so, Brian from LCS, fantastic. Thanks, pal. And happy birthday, Dennis. You're the best. These are all positive things. And Sophia, we'll get the Nightwing. I promise. And what else? I picked up this Daredevil, issue number 33. I think this is the earliest issue I ever have now. I got to check it out. And behold the Beetle. Stan Lee is writing Excelsior. And Gene Colan is on the cover art. And it's good stuff, man. This is October of 67. Those were the days. This is a condition of Whoa Plus. All right? I like the Beetle, man. I remember when I was a kid, I first saw the Beetle. I bought, it was a Spider-Man. It was, I don't know, maybe, it wasn't Amazing Spider-Man. It was some other Spider-Man, and I saw him, the early form of Beetle with the suction cup fingers. I was like, who is this dude? But he gets more advanced as time went on. He got more mechanical and, but cool stuff, man. Great. And then I got this because I collect Phantom Stranger, issue number 40. And Deadman is on it, and I love Deadman. Boston Brand is Deadman's name. All right. He likes comic books. And January of 76. Pick up sticks. And this, I think this goes up to issue number 42. I'm a little sporadic. I don't know. I got a list. I got to look at my list. But I didn't have this one. The art inside is by Fred Carrillo. And Jim Aparo was on the cover. Awesome. There's the Phantom Stranger over there getting his butt kicked. Sorry. I'm a little excited. And Paul Levitz, writer. He's doing the writing. And, the second story is a Black Orchid story, which is cool. I went over Black Orchid when I first, a long time ago. She had 3 issues in Adventure comic, and it was great, man. I got them hanging up. Black Orchid. If you don't know who Black Orchid is, I'll show you. Real quick, like. And, so, you guys remember that guy? That guy's great. He used to freak me out as a kid. Black Orchid. Here we go. Let me get a good picture. What's going on here is someone kidnapped Black Orchid, tied her up, put her in her basement, and 3 people are impersonating her. Those are the three people. And I will show you her tied up in the basement. Those are the three people running into action. That's the real Black Orchid. And there's our boy. Yes, great stuff. Pom-poms, Tarzan. Oh, wow. Look at these ads. I could have got a Superman costume. Great. Hercules was out back then. That's a great run. I went over that one time. Who's that? Warlord. Oh, yeah, baby. Blitzkrieg. Woo. Those were the days, man. Man, I want to go. When I get a hold of Rip Hunter, we're going to get in that time machine, right? And we're going to go back. And, you know what? I have a cabinet over here. A metal cabinet filled with Phantom Strangers. And I'm going to see what I need. Because I don't know what to look at today. Let's see what we got. Yeah. This is like a metal cabinet filled with random stuff. Oh, there's cool stuff in here. I got some showcase. Ooh! Hold on. Change of plans. Change of plans. Do you guys know anything about CAMELOT 3000? This is about King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. This is actually, stick with me here, Brian Bolin, right? He did all the art on this. This is the DC's. This is the first. They used to call this a maxi series. It used to have little mini series, like 4-issue things. This is the maxi series, 12 issues. Let's go over this. All right. This was great. The art is fantastic. Right. So it's King Arthur. Okay. This is 3000. This is the year 3000. This is the future. A lot of it takes place in England in the comic, and it has Mike Barr is the writer. Mike Barr did Batman and the Outsiders. Mike Barr did He did like Star Trek. He did like Son of the Demon. He did a lot of Batman stuff, and there's 12. All right, it's a maxi series, groundbreaking, and the art is awesome. So there's Merlin. Okay, there's all the knights. There is this. There's Arthur. There's Guinevere. There's Merlin. There's Lancelot, Percival, Galahad. There's Gawain. And there's this. There was a knight called Tristan. Okay, now this takes place in 3000. Okay. And there's this kid. He's not a kid. He's probably like a teenager. And these aliens, these like lizard ugly aliens are attacking Earth. All right? And it's a high-tech Earth. There's flying cars and stuff, okay? And they're in England, and they're attacking England, these aliens. They're big green aliens. Look, right here. The green aliens are attacking. All right? And look at the art, man. Mike Bolin used to do a lot of covers, all right? But this is like he went all out. He did all the art, and he's known for like delaying a lot of comics because he takes his time. You could tell he doesn't even need an inker. This guy, he's fantastic. And yeah, Mike Bolin. Mike Bolin did like who's that cop? Judge Dredd, right? And he did The Killing Joke, all right, after this. And I think it was after this. This is this went from like 1983 on. And so, I mean, check out the art, man. So there's Guinevere, who's Arthur's chick. Okay, here's the kid. The kid's name is Tom. That's him and his parents. They're running. They're in this car, flying, and these aliens are chasing them. Boom, 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 right? And Mike Barr, these guys, I knew when I was reading this, I was like, this is for real. This is taking a weird turn, straight, very serious right off the get, because the kids, his parents are in the backseat going, all right, just keep going, right? Then all of a sudden, they're racing, and they blast they chase him into a wall, and he jumps out. He jumps out, and his parents die. Boom! I'm like, oh, wow. So this kid's Tom. His name is Tom. He's a teenager. And he's running. He's running for his life, right? And these aliens are chasing him. And he finds this, there's a construction site in England. And he sees this door, and he's running because the aliens are chasing him. He grabs this, like, crowbar thing. And, aliens follow him. It's creeping aliens following him down the tunnel. The kid's like, oh my God. So then it's all dark, and the kid sees, he hits this, at the end of the tunnel, there's this thing, it says something about Arthur, blah, 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 and he takes a crowbar, and he cracks open the lid, bonk, right? Then the alien comes, then Arthur's like, excuse me, look at that, man. Hello, he's like, so he's been asleep for like a long time. So then the kid's like, oh my God, we're going to die. The alien's coming up behind him, and Arthur just gets out of the casket, and he's like, let me see that crowbar. He goes, and he cracks the thing right in the head. The kid's like, oh my God. Right? And then he he stabs him, right? And the kid's never seen anything like this. And Arthur's like, oh man, I need some coffee, you know? So then they go walking outside, and there's a big alien spaceship waiting for him. And the kid's like, we can't go out there. And Arthur's like, shut up. Then he walks out there. He throws the crowbar, stabs one, and the alien drops his blaster. And Arthur picks up the blaster. He never used one before, and he shoots the other one. He goes, wow, this is a crazy flame stick, you know? And so the adventure begins. Okay? Boom, boom, boom. And now there's all the governments around the world. There's America, England, and they're all like, oh my God, these aliens, they're attacking, right? And there's also Morgan Le Fay, all right? We know her in DC lore too. She's an evil wizard in DC, but she's in this. This is done by DC Comics. And she's the bad person, all right? And so they escape. He goes, I want to go to Stonehenge. They steal a spaceship, and they go to Stonehenge. Boom. And they resurrect Merlin. It's like, Merlin! And there's Merlin. All right? Okay, man. The kid's name is Tom Prentice. Like, apprentice, maybe, you know? And, look at this. The sword. They have to find the sword, okay? And there you go. Now, the government has the sword and all this stuff in like a big display room. That's issue number 1. Issue number 2. See this ogre looking guy? That is called a Neo-Man. Now, in the year 3000, if you're like a prisoner, if you're a bad guy, if you go to jail, if you're like a implorable dude, you're a bad guy, you don't go to prison. They turn you into an ogre, Neo-Man, and they make you like a soldier, like a big, strong guy, and they just tell you to do things like move that rock, and you do it. And that's a Neo-Man, all right? So now Merlin, he sends out all these balls of light to go out and seek out the year 3000 version of all the Knights of the Round Table. And the ball goes out there and finds all the different people. People from Africa, a guy from China, a guy from here, a guy from there. And one of the people is, Percival is a Neo-Man. All right, so he's good on the team. This reminds me of like a good team comic. Like they could just bring this out anytime, if you ask me, as a team, like another team, like the Outsiders or the Teen Titans. Have CAMELOT 3000 come out. It's a great team comic, and the thing is, Tristan is a Knight of the Round Table, and it finds Tristan of the year 3000, and it's a girl instead of a guy like it was back in the medieval times. And the Tristan of the medieval times was a real macho guy. He was a womanizer and everything, but his consciousness goes into the year 3000 version, and it's a girl, and he hates it. He doesn't want to be a girl, but he's a girl, right? And he just doesn't like it. It's weird. They write about that, and there it is, man. So, he's forming the team, okay? And it's cool. Issue number 4. I think this is when they finally get together. They, him, Merlin, and everyone, they go in to the government, and they find Excalibur, and he pulls it from the stone. So everyone in the world is like, oh my God, it's King Arthur, right? It really is King Arthur. So the governments around the world don't like King Arthur either. Even though they're under attack by aliens, they don't want people liking King Arthur, because the governments want their power. They don't want people to turn to King Arthur to help them. Boom! Look at that. Right? That's actually Lancelot. That's the Neo Man. So that's the team, the Knights of the Round Table, and this is Tristan, and he's usually a guy, but in year 3000 he's a girl, and he doesn't like it. So, let's see. There is, who are the guys? Is it Percival? Percival is the Neo Man. Percival. That's Percival. And this is Lancelot, all right? That's King Arthur's buddy. But the thing is, Lancelot and Guinevere, who's King Arthur's queen, they're having an affair. And King Arthur knows this. He sees them smooching all the time. He catches them. And see, that's Percival. He just grabs people and crushes their heads. Cool art, right? And Morgan Le Fay is King Arthur's stepsister, I think. And they hate each other, all right? Look at this. King Arthur is like slashing spaceships in half. Great art. And they're just killing the aliens. All right? And it turns out Morgan Le Fay, I'll show you when we get on in there. This is Morgan Le Fay. All right? And she's slowly turning into an alien. Like, they show it in the comic. Some comics coming up. There's a little spreadsheet on Guinevere. Issue number 5. All right, Morgan Le Fay. She removes her robe, and on her back she's growing all sorts of green and lumps and spots and stuff. It's like, whoa. My second girlfriend grew a lot of lumps and spots, and I was like, get some penicillin, man. I'm out. So, this is where Morgan Le Fay is chilling. And there they are, all hanging out. And this is, there it is, right here. See? She's like, here, check it out. Do I have something right here? Can you put that lotion back there? And she's also getting into the minds of certain people in the round table, trying to get them to be spies. And so this is her story. She went all the way up to, I think it's like Pluto, and found these aliens, right? And she, with her magic, she makes them slaves immediately, right? And she takes over the planet. So really, these aliens don't like her either, all right? Yes. Okay, look. That's Guinevere and Lancelot. Cheating. And Arthur's like, He knows. He knows. All right. And this is Tristan. Morgan Le Fay is trying to get her to be a trader. So she turns Tristan back into a man to get it. See, I could turn you back into a man if you work for me. But she doesn't do it. She doesn't fall for it. She's loyal to Arthur. Issue number 6. All right. Guinevere takes a blast. And they save her. And then they're going through the cities, and everyone's like, "Yeah, King Arthur, King Arthur's back!" Right? And the government's like, "We got to do something about this." And then they get attacked in their King Arthur's knights get attacked, and these giant monsters are kicking their butts. Fighting. They got some sort of super monster. Cool art. All right. Now, issue number 7. Arthur's like, "Get out of here! You make me sick," because he knows they're cheating on him. But let's see here. Look at this. Look at Arthur. He slices an alien right in half. All right. There is nudity. Mom, can I read this comic? A little nudity, not bad. Thank you. All right. So, look at that art, man. Huh? And when they got attacked, everyone's all banged up. Who's wearing neck braces and stuff, right? So they're healing up. And then, all that stuff going on. They're going out to attack. Look at them flying out of the spaceship. Yeah! Crush! They slam open the door. Look at it. Bring it! Bring it! Yes. Oh, look at this. Batman and the Outsiders. Look at that, man. There's Black Lightning with his crazy wig. He's like, whoa, my wig. And he sees Lancelot with Guinevere, and he's like, "Oy vey." And there's Morgan Le Fay trying to make another traitor again. All right. Issue number 8. Okay. So, Arthur has a brother, Kay, and Morgan Le Fay gets Kay to be a traitor, all right? So, Arthur says, the rules of the Knights of the Round Table, if you're caught being a traitor, is death, all right? And yeah, man. Let's check it out real quick. So, boom. There's Merlin again. Merlin's always working in the background. There he is. He's like, "Here." So, Arthur knows there's a traitor, right? And he says, that's his brother Kay. He's like, "It's you, punk." And everyone's like, "Oh, it's you. He's your brother." He goes, "I don't know what to tell you." So anyways, he was going to kill him, but there was an attack. And look at Arthur. He's splitting a laser beam with his sword. That's what you do. So he's going to kill Kay, right? But then they attack. So he didn't get to kill his brother. But during the attack, Arthur was going to get blasted, and Kay and the kid Tom jump in the way of the laser, and they take the laser beam hit instead of Arthur. So Kay dies anyways. All right, and this kid right here, that is Morgan Le Fay's son. Okay, she's turning into an alien even more. And he's like, "Oh, Ma, put some clothes on." And she hates King Arthur because when she had that kid, when she gave birth to that kid, he was like a demon spawn. So when they were back in the day, when they were knights at the Round Table, King Arthur went there and tried to drown the baby to kill it, and he thought it was drowned and stuff, but the kid was still alive, and she raised him. Look at this, vigilante. So there's a lot of bad blood, and that kid Tom, after the laser beam, he's all burnt up. So All right. Now, issue number 9. All right. That kid Tom's all burned up. Now they're going to look for the Holy Grail to heal him because he's dying. So Percival's on a mission to go get the Holy Grail. And, yeah, I don't know. We got to check it out. They find the Holy Grail, but then they end up losing it, I think. And Morgan Le Fay had it. Yeah, that kid Tom, after the laser beam, he's like, I'm not doing too good. So they talk about the Holy Grail, you know, the Last Supper, right? What the Holy Grail is, right? You know, and they're like, we need the Holy Grail. We got to find it. And, oh, this is when they're talking about the kid being born. And there's Arthur. He grabs her baby from her. He's like, give me that. And he tries to drown it. Tries to drown the baby. And, but the baby lived. Okay? The baby lived. And the kid is angry. So, they shoot off into space to go get the Holy Grail. A pity the fool. I still can't find my Mr. T comic. And there's our man, Percival, smashing aliens. That's what he does. And this guy, hold on, who's this? Oh, this is the guy that the keeper of the Grail. Okay. Some old dude. He's like, And they say, you know, it's just like Indiana Jones. They have to pick the right Grail, and they do. And he's like, I gotta die. All right. And they splash it on his face, and he's all healed up. Okay? And then the guy that was a Neo-Man, he turns into a human, right? Percival? And then he just fades away after we see his naked body. Oof. Okay. Then an attack comes. Boom, 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 boom. And then they steal the Grail from him. Le Fay and her son. Now they have the Grail. Look out! Issue number 10. Alright? They have to attack Le Fay at her fortress. Okay? I have 2 copies of 10 for some reason. Issue number 11. So they go to that little planet, right, to go to her fortress and attack it, and they come across the aliens, and they're like, oh my god, the aliens are going to attack us, and the aliens find a way to communicate with them. They're like, no, we hate Morgan Le Fay because she took over our planet. We're going to help you. So with the help of these aliens, they attack Morgan Le Fay, right? They team up with the aliens, and yeah, it's good, man. In Le Fay, this is what happens. She kills all the leaders, government leaders. She kills the American president, and she frames King Arthur for it because she's evil that way. So everyone turns against King Arthur. Like, meh. All right? But they get the help of the aliens. Then they go in. See, Arthur's with the aliens. He's like, all right. You guys smell a little bit, but it's okay. And this is where they tell him the story. There's some big giant alien that's all pregnant with eggs, and he's like, we hate her too, Arthur. And yeah. And they're like, she's like, okay, they're coming. And Arthur's going to lead the attack, but Lancelot doesn't want Arthur to die, so Lancelot punches Arthur out, and he leads the attacks. All right? And they're attacking the fortress. And she's sending out all sorts of monsters and crawlies. And that's her son with the golden armor. She's like, all right. And him and Lancelot fight. Okay? And now we're on to the last issue. CAMELOT 3000. All right. So, big nuclear explosion. A lot going on. Opening page of the final book. Here we go. Len Wein is the writer. Oh, and you know who did the colors? Tatiana Wood. Wally Wood's wife. Not bad job there, Tatiana. Look at this art. Come on. So Lancelot got stabbed. Alright? And Arthur's going to crush that kid in the golden armor. He's like, I didn't kill you the first time when you were a baby, so I'm going to kill you now. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Arthur's battling that kid. The kid hits Arthur right across the eye socket. Arthur's like, goo, gah, gah. And Merlin starts doing some damage himself. He's like, I could do things. I'm smart. And she's like completely turning into an alien. She's like, oh my god. Oh boy. And they're cornered. They're blasting. They're blasting. Look at this, man. Come on. Epic. Epic. And look at her now. You know, that reminds me of my fourth girlfriend. She had 8 legs. I was like, that's the craziest pair of pantyhose I ever saw in my life. She's like, I'm ready for my date. I was like, I gotta go. There's a fleet. Yes, and Arthur's going in for the killing blow. And, oh, look. Yeah. And so, he's going to slam Excalibur into a stone. And when he does, it's like a atom splitting almost. And this is what we're looking at, all right? Just check that out. This is what I think they're going for. He lodges it into a stone again. Boom. All right? And then everyone at home is like, the war is over. King Arthur is awesome. All right? And we have all their graves right here. Their things right there. And Merlin's like, until next time. All right? And then we have this. They show this. There's the stone, and then this is like way in the future, and they show some alien going over there and yanking the stone, the sword out of a stone. What do you think? Not bad, right? Little Camelot 3000. There you go. Camelot 3000. Who'd have thought we'd go over this? Guys, you're the best, man. Thanks for watching. Read your comics. They make you smart. Happy birthday, Dennis.